Runs about an hour and 15 minutes, the perfect length to come see a show.
Yeah. How big is the cast for the show?
We have about 30.
All right.
About 30 students. That includes our stage manager, who is also a student.
All right. What's the synopsis of the show? What's the show about?
So basically, we have this wonderful queen named Queen Agravain. The name explains everything.
Queen Agravain?
Queen Agravain. Queen Agravain just can't seem to find the right girl for her son.
Okay.
Prince Dauntless, the drab. And Prince Dauntless just wants to get married. He's tired of living with his parents. We can all relate.
Yeah.
And then there is this wonderful king. Unfortunately, he's mute.
Oh.
There's been a curse put on him.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, he can't speak, but he gets his point across just fine.
I see.
And then, of course, we have after 12 princesses that have come, they have this amazing Princess Winifred the Woebegone. And she stirs things up just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like a fun show, and I can tell by the energy here, these kids are having a good time. Let's meet some of our cast here today. Quinn Ellis is here in 8th grade. You play what part, Quinn?
I play the king, who is unfortunately mute.
Yeah.
So he has to act everything out in order to get.
You can't speak.
Nope.
How hard is that to convey? You're basically doing lines without words. How difficult is that?
Yeah, it's really hard. You have to figure out how to remember the lines without even saying anything. You just have to remember the action.
So body language and facial expressions, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Funny enough, he has a song.
Yeah, I have my own song. It's like a trio with the minstrel and the jester, who are kind of my sidekicks.
Yeah. All right, so Quinn, you're playing the king, and it sounds like a very challenging role.
Yeah.
But it's obviously having fun with that.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Have you done this before? Have you been on stage before?
I've been on stage a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you like being on stage? Why do you do it?
It's just a really fun thing to do. Just be a character, to sing songs, just for fun. Yeah.
Is this one of the most challenging parts you played?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's really a hard one, but I think that Jafar from Aladdin was pretty challenging. Because I had to capture the character of Jafar.
Now, Allegra just said that you open Friday night, this Friday and Saturday at 7 o'clock. Quinn, are you ready for an audience?
Think so.
Yeah. There you go. He thinks so. Okay, that's pretty good.
We still have 2 nights of rehearsal.
We'll take that. We'll take that. Jocelyn Crowley is here. Come on up, Jocelyn. She's a 6th grader. What part do you play in the show, Jocelyn?
I play Princess Winifred, which we also call her Princess Fred.
Princess Fred. Okay. Yeah. So tell me about Princess Fred. What's she like?
She is a very sassy, unladylike woman.
Sassy and unladylike?
Unladylike, yes.
Okay.
She's not like any of the other princesses. She doesn't curtsy like anybody else. She sits on the floor. She does all these different weird things. And to be honest, Dauntless really likes her for some weird reason. And she comes from the swamps.
From the swamps, you said? Wow. So it sounds like a character that's going to get a lot of laughs.
Yes, probably.
Yeah. So how's this working out for you? Feel good about it?
I feel pretty good about it. It has been a challenge. I only did one play before this, The Lion King, and I was Rafiki in that, and I only had a couple of lines.
Yeah.
But this, I have a lot of lines. But the character really fits me because, as Allegra says, I'm not that ladylike, so
he admits it.
Method acting.
Method acting.
I'm unique.
All right.
She is a unique young lady, which is why we love her.
Well, I could tell off the air that you're having a blast with this role, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. You think you're ready for an audience this week?
To be honest, no, but I will try. I think I'm going to do pretty good.
And somehow it all comes together, right?
Yeah.
And you said you did The Lion King and probably the same thing, right? Suddenly everything falls into place, right? And it's time for the show.
I think it's because before every show I get really nervous, but then when I go out there and actually start singing and talking, I get into the mood and then I actually start doing it, and then it's really easy.
Yeah, okay. So you showed me off the air, you said, and I got this big boot on my foot.
Yes.
So that's interesting. You may have have to work that into the part a little bit too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. So Nicole Cicchetti is here today, and Nicole, you're an 8th grader. And what part do you play, Nicole? What's your story?
I play the queen in the play. She's a very bossy, rude lady, and she thinks she's the best, which she is.
So is that a fun part to play?
It's really fun. I like to boss everyone around.
So even though she thinks she's all that, does she get some funny lines, or what's the deal? Does everyone just not like her, or what's the story?
Yeah, it's just kind of a mixture of hatred for her because I'm just bossy. I tell them what to do, and they don't really like that. They don't like the fact that I won't let my son get married because they can't get married, so it's just a big thing.
Yeah, they can't get married until Prince Dauntless gets married.
Oh, okay.
So they're holding everything up.
Okay, so there's a lot of drama. Nicole, have you been on stage before?
I have, but I've had very minor roles, so this is a big thing.
Yeah. What do you like about being on stage? Why do you do it?
I don't know. I just like performing. It gives a rush.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
exciting.
it must be fun. You're making great memories with your classmates.
Yeah.
What, about 30? You said about 30 kids in the
30
show.
kids. Yeah.
So that sounds pretty good. Do you think you're ready for an audience Friday?
I hope I am.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really hoping I am. I think I'll be fine.
Do you get nervous when you're on stage?
Yeah, I do, because I'm scared I'm going to forget my lines, but I've remembered them so far, so I think I'll be all right.
But once it starts and you get that first line out, does the nervousness kind of dissipate? Do you kind of get in the zone, or how does that work?
Yeah, when I'm on stage, I guess I just focus on doing my lines and doing them right, and then it just happens.
Yeah.
I can do it.
That is so awesome. Now, Jocelyn, you got to sing? Are you going to sing or something this morning? Is this a forced march? Because I guess I never said.
He was voluntold.
I was forced to, so... Yeah.
Allegra said, "You're singing."
Yeah, so
All
that's
right.
exactly what she did.
Yeah.
She came in, she's like, "You're gonna sing." So.
All right, okay. So what song is this?
This is Happily Ever After. I do it with my friend Larkin, which is Lola, and I'm very sassy in this. And,
Okay.
It's a perfect song.
Give us a lot of sass. Give us a lot of sass. Okay, go ahead.
Ella, the girl of the cinders, did the washing the walls and the windows. But she landed a prince who was brawny, blue-eyed, and blonde. Still, I honestly doubt that she could ever have done it without that crazy lady with the wand. Cinderella had outside help. I am no one but me. Fairy godmother, 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 where can you be?
Yes! Nice! That was sassy. It was awesome. And it's not easy to sing at 7 o'clock in the morning, right?
Especially when I just told her when we got
Well,
here.
and you just found out when you walked in the door this morning. You're singing. That was very good. That was very good. So it sounds like you guys are ready to go. Now, I want to hear a little bit more about, just life at KIS. So, Jocelyn, we'll start with you. You're in the 6th grade. What do you like about school? Do you have a favorite subject?
I really like writing.
Yeah.
I remember when I was young and I used to think I would become a famous writer when I grow up because I'm just really good at it. I like going to chorus every single day with Allegra.
Yeah.
It's really fun with all my friends, and yeah.
So is that what you dream about today? Do you dream about being a writer someday, or what are you thinking?
To be honest, I had other dreams before I started singing, because I would sing all the time, but then my friend told me I should try The Lion King, and I was like, okay, so I tried out for it, and then I got the lead part, and I was really surprised, and I think that just started me on my track to doing more plays.
So there'll be a lot more on stage in your future.
Yes.
That is wonderful, Jocelyn. Well, I hope you come back again sometime.
Thank you.
Thank you. Quinn, what's your story? What do you like about school at KIS? You're in the 8th grade. Favorite subject, sports? What do you do?
I like doing social studies at school. It's a pretty interesting class. You get to learn all about the history of America and how we got here.
That's awesome. What do you think about? What do you dream about? Someday, what would you like to do, man?
I'm actually thinking of probably continuing with acting, and if not other arts kind of things, so art, writing, acting, music.
Is there a role that you'd love to play someday? Do you ever think about that?
I do sometimes, but I don't really have this one specific role that I feel like I'd be great for.
How about a genre, like a comedy, a drama, that kind of
comedy. I feel like I'm funny.
He's got this
I like to say I'm funny.
And then the sarcasm and the wit is just right out there.
You know, Quinn, I can picture you just delivering these deadpan lines, you know, with a straight face and just bringing the house down.
Yeah.
You know, I could totally, and that feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah,
when
it's
you
fun
deliver
to
a
have,
line,
like, an entire building laughing at you.
Laughing. And you did it. That's awesome. Quinn, please come back again. I'm so glad you're here today. Nicole, how about you? What's your story? You're in the 8th grade also. What do you like about school at KIS? What's up?
I like our science class right now. I don't know, we're learning about like Precambrian time, and I think dinosaurs are pretty cool. So I'm pretty happy about that.
That is wonderful. Where are you headed to high school next year?
I'm going to Killingley High School.
That's wonderful. What do you dream about, Nicole? What would you love to do?
I'm interested in psychology. I think it would be really interesting to find out how the brain works and then branch out into therapy and these kind of fields.
Oh, man. You know what? Just down the road in the future, if you're ever doing your thing and being a psychologist, look me up because I got a lot of problems.
All right.
It'd be great. Maybe you can help me out.
See you in 10 years.
All right. Nicole, please come back again, too, and I'm glad you're here today. Allegra, these kids are delightful. I mean, this is great.
There's a spark. My mom and dad call them the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed kids.
I love them, man. They're ready to go. Come on, see this show, man. It's this Friday and Saturday, 7 o'clock at Killingley Intermediate School, 1599 Upper Maple Street in Killingley. How much is the show?
We have a suggested donation, $5 to come and see the show.
Yeah.
We are lucky. The show was partially funded by the Folk Fund.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. They were just in here the other day.
The Folk Fund grant partially funded this, and then we had donors from around town, Spiral, Charter Oak, Mansion at Bald Hill, Line Master, a ton of other people. Ellis Tech built part of our set.
Yeah.
It's an amazing group. We have Girardi Insurance, Archambault.
Wow.
Bill's Betting donated something for our show. We had great support. Busquets Appliances. I'm thinking of the back of Jocelyn's shirt. Fiber Optics. Lowe's did an amazing job.
We're getting a shot of the shirt here.
So they're amazing people who have helped out, but the Folk Fund grant started this.
Well, that's really awesome.
So it's a great thing, and the administration at Killingley Intermediate School, Heather Taylor, Ken Danowitz, and Kristen LaLima, #1 administrators who've made sure we have everything we need for
the orchestra's going to start playing in a second.
I know.
I got to go. Okay. Allegra, thank you, and you do a great job with the kids, and I love your energy and enthusiasm. Please come back again also.
I'm happy to be here.
Hey, don't miss the big show. Again, it's Once Upon a Mattress, the junior version?
It is.
Okay. This Friday and Saturday at 7 at KIS in Killingley. At 7:20, good morning.